Hello everyone, I'm MVL and welcome to my video game pickups for May 2019. As per usual, gameplay footage included for every game on this list. And first up we have Arrow Flash for the Sega Mega Drive. I got this game from Total Replay in St. Austell. This is a scrolling shooter. In this game you can transform your fighter during play. You can either be a spaceship which is faster or a mech which has a wider shooting angle. You can also get shield upgrades, helper ships and power up your weapons with pickups along the way. Zorgon 5 has been trying for some time to gain entrance to the space lab of Dr. Herbert Swin and steal his time travel project. Dr. Swin, having lost his beloved wife to the space criminals, has secretly been developing an attack vessel using advanced laser technology. Anna, his only daughter, must pilot the vessel into Zorgon 5's complex and destroy everything in sight, help the Swins get their revenge, and join the Arrow Flash team. That's Arrow Flash on the Sega Mega Drive. Next up we have Hook for the Sega Mega Drive. Another find from Total Replay in St. Austell. This is a side-scrolling platformer. As Peter Pan, you must battle against the odds to rescue your children from the clutches of the evil Captain Hook. On over 11 levels of forests, caves, lagoons, towns, and even the Nether Tree, you will be tested to the limit by the evil forces mustered by Hook. But don't be afraid, as with the help of some pixie dust, magical apples, and leaves, you will have the strength and special powers to save the day. That's Hook on the Sega Mega Drive. Next up we have Rolling Thunder 2 for the Sega Mega Drive. Another find from Total Replay in St. Austell. This is a run-and-gun arcade game. The first entry was ported to the NES and this sequel made its way to the Mega Drive. You die very quickly in this game, so you need to duck behind cover to survive. You also have limited ammunition, so you'll need to enter doors to restock and upgrade your weapon. Bullets whiz past you and you dive into piles of spent shell casings to avoid exploding grenades. Your fingers are numb from recoil as you slam your last clip into your pistol and take aim. You must destroy the terrorist organization known as Geldra, or the world will never be the same. That's Rolling Thunder 2 on the Sega Mega Drive. And next up we have The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX for the Game Boy Color. I got this in a trade with my good friend the Jonin Monkey. This is an action-adventure game, and with the news that this game will be getting a 3D remake on the Nintendo Switch, I really wanted to check out the original game. The DX version features full-color graphics and also includes an additional dungeon and is compatible with a Game Boy printer. This game is unusual in the series as it does not take place in Hyrule or include Princess Zelda or the Triforce at all. Link finds himself stranded on an island, guarded by a sleeping deity known as the Windfish. And now our hero must find a way to awaken the Windfish in hope that it can return him home. That's The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX for the Game Boy Color. And next up, it's The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages for the Game Boy Color. Another trade from the Jonin Monkey. This is an action-adventure game released alongside The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons in what on the surface might seem similar to Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, but these games are actually substantially different, with Oracle of Ages being more puzzle-based and Oracle of Seasons focusing more on action gameplay. There's also a linked ending feature, as you can receive a password from completing one game to play an alternate version of the other. In this game, Link must travel back in time to defeat Varen, the Sorceress of Shadows, and save the world. That's The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages on the Game Boy Color. And next up we have The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons for the Game Boy Color. Another trade from the Jonin Monkey. This is an action-adventure game. The Triforce calls to Link and transports him into a dark forest where our hero is set against Onox, General of Darkness. The game lives up to expectation of being the more action-orientated of the two, as your first objective is to venture forth into a cave and obtain a sword to battle monsters. Due to the chaos caused by Onox capturing Din the Dancer, who is the Oracle of Seasons, the game's environment constantly changes from spring, summer, autumn, and winter, where depending on the season, areas may be inaccessible or pathways may open up for you. That's The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons for the Game Boy Color. Next up we have Future Tactics The Uprising for the PlayStation 2. This is a turn-based tactical shooter. The game boasts a unique turn-based tactical combat engine, but the gameplay actually reminds me a lot of Worms 3D. There's a 19-level single-player story mode, 2-player support, and 18 RPG-style characters with game worlds as rich and full of surprises as they are. Welcome to the future. It's not a pretty place, not since the creatures took over anyway. What's left is a ragtag bunch of human survivors who live in squalor. Now a young boy named Lo, his sister, and a collection of fighters find themselves mankind's only hope for blasting the creatures back to where they came from. Wherever that is. That's Future Tactics: The Uprising on the PlayStation 2. Next up we have Gunfighter II: Revenge of Jesse James for the PlayStation 2. This is a light gun game, and sequel to the original PlayStation shooter. The game plays a lot like Time Crisis, with a spaghetti western movie atmosphere. The game boasts huge replay value and rewards, with mini-games, multiple routes, and destructible and interactive items. You can play solo or with a friend in cooperative mode. He is mad and bad and searching for his double-crossing partner who stole his gold and kidnapped his sweetheart Z. It's time for Jesse to unleash his 6-shooter and save his woman and send that crook packing in a pine box. Live the wild, wild west as the legendary outlaw Jesse James. That's Gunfighter II: Revenge of Jesse James on the PlayStation 2. And next up we have Judge Dredd: Dredd vs. Death for the PlayStation 2. This is a first-person shooter. You are judge, jury, and executioner, and it's your choice to shoot to kill or disarm and arrest, using a wide range of Justice Department weaponry or by taking weapons from your foes. You can also play the game cooperatively and enjoy intense action with up to 4 players for split-screen multiplayer games. Welcome to Mega City 1, a city with over 400 million people, every one of them a potential criminal. Only the judges can prevent total anarchy, so take on the role of the most feared and respected of all the judges, Judge Dredd, as he attempts to overcome the sudden outbreak of vampires in the city. Could this be the work of the malevolent dark judges? You are the law. That's Judge Dredd: Dredd vs. Death on the PlayStation 2. Next up we have Largo Winch: Empire Under Threat for the PlayStation 2. This is an adventure game. The game describes itself as a unique action-packed scenario featuring adventure, suspense, action, and glamour. Travel around the world and explore, infiltrate, and solve mysteries to uncover the plot against you and confront your enemies using all of your combat skills. Become Largo Winch, the billionaire in blue jeans, and discover the dangerous and intriguing world of business in this adventure without limits. That's Largo Winch: Empire Under Threat on the PlayStation 2. Next up we have Star Ocean: Till the End of Time for the PlayStation 2, and I also have the bonus disc as well, which is really cool. This is an action role-playing game that boasts stunning graphics and cutscenes in a sci-fi universe, and as you can see, the game supports widescreen display, which is awesome. There are 10 playable characters you can upgrade and customize their weapons and use in a real-time dynamic battle system, fighting in a gripping storyline with many side quests and with multiple endings. This is also the director's cut, which includes new characters, enemies, areas, and more, plus an exclusive 2-player fighting mode. Fate Line God's idyllic family holiday is brutally cut short when a mysterious military force attacks planet Hydra 4. Separated from his loved ones, Fate sets out on an emotional quest to be reunited with them. Reach for the stars. That's Star Ocean: Till the End of Time on the PlayStation 2. And next up we have Gunmetal for the original Xbox. This is a shooting game where you can transform between a mech and a jet at the push of a button, customize and tool up with an arsenal of devastating weaponry, and engage in spectacular battles in a variety of breathtaking environments. Is it a mech or a jet? It's both. The prototype combat vehicle known as the Havoc suit is the last line of defense for you and your people as the enemy continue to attack and destroy your planet. Only this formidable battle machine has the potential to prevent total destruction of your planet. Transform, target, and terminate. That's Gunmetal on the original Xbox. Next up, it's Hulk for the original Xbox. This is an action game and serves as a sequel to the movie of the same name. You can outsmart your enemies as Dr. Bruce Banner using stealth and disguise, or Smash as his enraged alter ego, the Hulk, in 25 fully destructible environments, battling notorious classic villains and massive new foes with 45 devastating attacks. Battle the Leader, a terrifying villain intent on unleashing a relentless army of gamma creatures on the world, and only by controlling the incredible power of the beast within can you destroy the diabolical intentions of the leader, save the world and yourself. Unleash the Fury, that's Hulk on the original Xbox. Next up we have Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter for the original Xbox. This is a first-person shooter, and boasts seamless transition between first-person land combat and space action fighting, with a wide variety of powerful weapons and ships to enjoy in an immersive storyline throughout 13 expansive missions. As a bounty hunter, track your prey across space and land, wield brute force, advanced weaponry, and covert tactics to destroy space stations, infiltrate organizations, and protect crime lords, whilst unraveling the dangerous mystery of why you were set up. This game was awarded Game of the Month by Xbox World, who gave the game 9 out of 10 and put it alongside Halo in the list of Xbox shooters you simply must own. In space or land, hunt them down. That's Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter on the original Xbox. And next up, it's Stolen for the original Xbox. This is a stealth game, where you are as silent as the shadows and faster than light. You can scale roofs, stalk and dodge guards, and avoid deadly traps, while facing off against deadly enemies and advanced defense systems with the aid of high-tech weapons and gadgets. You can feel the thrill of being a thief through lockpicking, computer hacking, and safe cracking inside a massive and ultra-realistic world with mind-blowing visuals. Anya is one of the greatest thieves alive. Her next mission is to steal a most valuable gem from the most secure museum, but soon she will find herself trapped in the middle of a dangerous conspiracy fighting against her fiercest enemies. That's Stolen on the original Xbox. Next up we have Halo 3 for the Xbox 360. This is a first-person shooter and describes itself as a stunning conclusion to the Halo trilogy. Master Chief, a biologically augmented super soldier, must stop the forces that threaten us once and for all. He is the last of his kind, a warrior born for combat and bred for war, and humanity's last hope. FHM says this game is amazing, and IGN says it's nothing short of epic. The official Xbox 360 magazine says it's something truly special, and News of the World says it's the most stunning and exhilarating game you'll ever play. And The Sun goes as far as saying, forget Game of the Year, this is Game of the Decade. That's Halo 3 on the Xbox 360. And next, it's Halo 3 ODST for the Xbox 360. This is a first-person shooter, and brings a new hero and new campaign on Disc 1. The Covenant control the city of New Mombasa. They are searching for something beneath its darkened streets. You are an orbital drop shock trooper. Your orders are to stay alive and meet up with your scattered squad and escape the embattled city. Stop the Covenant and we might just win the war. Disc 2 also contains a massive 24-map multiplayer experience, so prepare to drop into battle in Halo 3 ODST on the Xbox 360. And finally we have Gears of War Ultimate Edition for the Xbox One. This is a third-person shooter. Play the first game at its best with the landmark original remastered in 1080p with 5 additional campaign chapters never released, and enjoy gear-defining multiplayer across 19 maps and 6 game modes. So experience one of gaming's most celebrated sagas. The shooter that defined the first generation on HD gaming is rebuilt on Xbox One and loaded with new content, re-geared for a new generation. That's Gears of War Ultimate Edition on the Xbox One. And that's it. Those are all of my video game pickups for May 2019. If you liked the video, please leave a like or a comment to let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. And if you'd like to, you can support me on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you for watching. I've been MVL, and I will see you next time.